What's going on, guys? Your boy Amazing here, back with another video, and in today's video, guys, we are here with the should you continue summoning on the Lancelot banner. Now, the reason why I'm making this video, guys, is because, a lot of people might not really know where they should stop on the banner, considering that, we are going to be getting a end of year festival in less than a month from now, guys. It's pretty insane. You have to make sure you're either, stopping at a certain point or you finish out the rotation, and I'm going to be explaining exactly where you should be stopping on the banner, in my opinion, and if you should continue summoning if you are in a different situation, and we'll talk about all that in this video. So if you guys enjoy videos like this, man, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as we are on the road to that 50,000 subscribers. And yeah, man, we recently hit that 47k, guys, so we've been growing a ton on the channel, and yeah, I appreciate all the support. So like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and with that out of the way, man, let's talk about should you continue summoning on the Lancelot banner. So yeah, guys, this banner, by the way, is the best banner in Grand Cross history. I know I say this a ton, but it's an absurd banner. You have 3 UR festivals that have yet to rerun. Each of them have not rerun once. You have the brand new Lancelot festival, which is an insane character. Arguably number 1, I would say number 2 for sure right now in the game in terms of PvP. In PvE, he's really, really good. I don't know where I'd rank him in that, but yeah, I mean, it's just a very, very strong character overall. Hard to miss up on this character, guys. Now, in terms of the rest of the banner, though, is it worth pulling for, to continue pulling for any of the fillers here on the banner? Honestly, it's probably not the best idea if you're chasing any of the filler. So in my opinion, if you're like trying to get maybe like Gelda or Valentine's Diane or anything like that, but you're specifically trying to chase that one character on the banner, then I don't necessarily think this is worth it for you. Let's say you have every character in the featured list, but you're missing let's just say a Boy of Hope Percival, right? You're missing the green Percival. Should you continue summoning just to maybe have a chance to pull this Percival? I would say no. If you're in that situation where you're chasing a kind of banner unit, guys, I would not do it. Only if you're missing a bunch of characters on the banner would it be worth it for you. So as an example here, guys, like let's say I'm missing Gelda, Valentine's Diane, a Mage Chandler, Infinity Merlin, just a bunch of strong characters that you're missing on the banner, and let's say you're about like halfway in, maybe you're about like 450 on the banner. Should you continue summoning at that point? I would say so, and that's even if you have Lancelot already. And my reasoning for that specifically is because the value of this banner is so strong, and you got to take advantage of it while it's here. At the bare minimum, guys, I'm gonna recommend that everyone does at least 1 rotation on the banner, because by the end of the rotation you have a really good chance of pulling any of the characters here, but you also get to pick any of the UR festivals at the very end as well. So that is really valuable. Let's say you pull Lancelot throughout the banner, and you also already had UR Escanor and Arthur, but you missed out on Sabnok, and you're wondering maybe I go to the pity and I get Sabnok, and you can do that, which is really, really nice about this banner versus other festival banners you had in the past, where it's just 1 banner unit at the very end and you get, and then everything else is just gonna be the chance to actually pull, right? So having the option to guarantee UR Escanor, guarantee Sabnok, guarantee Chaos Arthur and Lancelot, I think is valuable enough to at least go that 1 rotation. Now, yeah, again, as I mentioned, filler wise, unless you're chasing, if you're chasing multiple filler, guys, then I think it's not a bad idea to continue summoning at least to the 900, and maybe doing an extra like 300 if you do want to try your luck. Now, I don't recommend going past the 900 if you already have your 1 to 3 copies of Lancelot, right? Let's say you got your 1/6 Lancelot and you got him at the pity, but you got a bunch of other festivals along the way. Maybe you pulled some of the SSR festivals, but you're still maybe missing Sabnok or maybe Chaos Arthur. Like at that point, would it be worth to continue summoning? And at that point, guys, I would say no, because that would be a whole nother rotation for you to try and chase one of these characters, which they will eventually rerun again, so just bear that in mind. But you also have to be wary about your gems and how much you're also spending on the banner too. Now, another thing to take into account as well, guys, is that if you're going to be getting costumes for Lancelot, now this is something that not a lot of people decide to do as free to play, but it is a option for people that are investing in a PvP team. And if you're planning on using this character in high tier PvP at the moment, then maybe investing in his outfits might not be a bad idea. Now, the outfits are only available for purchase right now with money, but they will be available for diamonds after this 9-day period. So that might be an incentive for you to maybe save some extra gems to be able to buy the cosmetics for Lancelot so that you do better in PvP. PvP, and that's not a bad idea to do at all. And I think, you know, if you are someone that is maining the, you know, the fairy team, or you have a really strong built human team already, or you plan on having Lancelot ready for when the 4 Knights of the Apocalypse team is here, then yeah, I mean, it's definitely not a bad idea to go for his outfits. But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to maybe summon instead, you know, maybe throw an extra 300 diamonds on the banner instead of spending them on cosmetics, then I don't see that as a bad idea either, because the banner is just insane as it is, right? So I would not be opposed to you guys doing either getting the outfits for Lancelot or still just going for the, you know, an extra like 300 gems on the banner. That's probably fine too. But again, it's always going to depend on, you know, how many units you're missing on the banner versus, you know, how much gems you have as well at the time. So just kind of bear that in mind, guys, when thinking about summoning on the banner and continuing to summon, because you want to make sure that you save at least 900 diamonds for the end of year festival, as that's going to be a major release character as well. So just to give you guys an idea of how strong the end of year festival was in comparison to the November festival last year, DK Meliodas was our last year's end of year festival. So he was obviously on his release the strongest character in the game by far, you know, a very, very dominant character, still to this day is strong in the game. And yeah, I mean, you know, so very sought after, you know, a lot of people still kind of wanted this character and people wanted to vote him on the banner, but we did not vote him on the banner because we know we're going to be getting a replacement to this Meliodas at the end of year festival. And so the fact that we know we're going to be getting a stronger Meliodas than this DK Melly is insane, and he's going to be in about a month from now in terms of time, guys, maybe a little bit less than a month. So, you know, you got to be worried about that, making sure you have 900 gems to save for this festival. And remember too, last year when we got, you know, Queen Elizabeth, because she was the counterpart festival to to DK Meliodas, you know, she was very, very strong for the 1 month that she was out, but after that month, the DK Melly took over. So that could be another situation here too with Lancelot, where, you know, maybe he's going to be good for this whole month, which, you know, he's very good. And I wouldn't say he's like the best, you know, character in the game at the moment. You know, Milim is still dominating the game, but he's still one of the most dominant characters available. And it was the exact same thing last year with Queen Elizabeth. But then what happened was that end of year shut this character down instantly. We got DK Meliodas, and DK Melly, guys, was just such a dominant character that even a Queen Elizabeth team couldn't really deal with this type of damage that he was doing and everything that he was doing for the team. So you have to bear that in mind when thinking about whether or not you want to continue summoning for Lancelot 2, and just making sure that you have enough gems saved, or planning out how much gems you're going to be getting by the end of the month. That will be very, very important for saving up the gems for the end of your festival, and, you know, kind of deciding on that based on where you're at on the Lancelot banner. So again, guys, just to kind of wrap up everything in terms of what we've been talking about here, make sure to do at least one rotation on the banner. I highly recommend it. You get a guaranteed UR character at the very end. You're getting really, really good value in terms of the featured characters on the banner, and that's going to be very important for you to do, because, you know, a lot of these characters have released this year and are very strong and very meta characters. You have Valenti for the Ratatoskr. You have Gelda, which is just a very insane demon character. You have Queen Diane, really strong for, you know, Demon King. You know, she's really good for Demonic Beast in general. And if you don't have the LR one, this one is arguably better, but I would say probably the LR is better at this point, but she's still really, really insane. You know, you got Green Scotty, or Giant Scotty again for the Ratatoskr. You got, you know, Percival, just a nice kind of backline human unit. You got Mage Chandler backline demon unit, really strong unknown character right here with Mage of Infinity Merlin. King is still solid, you know, on fairies. You can definitely run him. You know, auto shield off the rip is pretty strong. This Elaine is really good alongside Lancelot. So yeah, I mean, guys, like, look at the amount of value you're getting just from just the regular, you know, SSRs here I'm mentioning. And then not even to mention the festivals here, like Transcendent Bond, not the greatest anymore, but still a valuable character to have on your account. Queen Elizabeth, not the greatest anymore as well, but still valuable. And after her Holy Relic, maybe has some chance in PvP now. Mael, an insane PvE unit. I always recommend people, you know, pick up Mael. He's just really, really insane. Demon King is a super insane PvE unit as well. Even in PvP is kind of solid as well too, depending on the scenario. Queen Hell, still a dominant PvP unit on Unknown. And yeah, I mean, again, all the URs are desirable. So yeah, you guys can see, man, that the value in the banner is really, really good, guys. But overall, 900 gems you spend, that's going to be good. And then you either spend, you know, maybe some extra gems on the Lancelot outfits, or you actually decide to hold off and maybe save those gems for that end of year festival that we're going to be getting, and the replacement for DK Meliodas. So yeah, guys, I mean, that's gonna be it for the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below of you know, how the banner's been going for you, and are you gonna be continuing to summon on the banner now, or have you done your summons and you're just kind of waiting out for DK Melly's replacement at the end of the year? Let me know in the comments below. So that's gonna be it for the video. I hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll see you guys on the next one, man. Peace out. Have a good rest of your day, guys. See you later, man.